Welcome back to Smart Bookite. In today's video, we are going to be solving another problem, right, on partial fraction. This one is quite similar to the previous one we solved, but with a little bit different. So, to make the concept we explained the first time much more easier and understandable, that's the reason why I'm also solving this one, right? So, we can see here in this case, the numerator, right, is having a degree of 2. Why the denominator is also having a degree of 2. So for we to apply partial fraction, we have to divide, right? But in the first example we did in this series is that the denominator has a power greater than the denominator, right? So the numerator is having something like x to the power of 1, while the other one is having something to the power of 2. But in this case, we can see that they are equal, right? So since they are equal, we have to divide. So how are we going to divide? Let's see it. So we have something like this. The numerator goes into the what? This box, right? Which is this value. And the denominator goes outside. Now, how are you going to divide this? What you need to do here is that the thing that makes us to divide is the degree, is the power. So that's what we need to focus on, not the things after it, right? So here's what we need to do. We need to focus on this and this, right? We can see we are having x squared, we are having x squared in both cases, but we want to eliminate something. What are we going to eliminate? We want to eliminate the x squares. So we have a degree of 1, right? So what we need to do here is that we see that we're having x squared, 2x squared, and x squared the other side, right? So the only difference in there is that is the value is this constant 2, right? So if you take these two outside, 2 times this x squared, right? What are we going to have? We have 2x squared. Very good. 2 times 5 becomes what? Plus 10x. Then 2 times 6, then plus 6. So in this case, we can easily eliminate. So we subtract. So this becomes 0. 18 minus 10 becomes what? A value of 8x. And 31, 2 times 6, sorry, is not 6, but rather we have to put in 12. Because 2, which is here, times 6 here, is going to give us 12. So now 31 minus 12 is going to give us a value of 19. So you see, we've decomposed this huge fraction into not that completely simplified, but a little bit simplified than the what original version. So what we need to do is to say we're having 2, which is our constant, then plus whatever is on the denominator, which is 8, is on this side, is 8 plus 19. Now the denominator we know before, then x squared, which is this one, plus 5x plus 6. Now we're breaking that down. So for this is already decomposed, this is still complex, right? So we need to break this down, and this is what we are going to work on. After we are done solving for this, we come back and add it with these two, right? So here's what we need to do. We need to say 8x plus 19 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 6 needs to be broken down to 8x plus 19 divided by something something. So for we to get that something something, what we need to do is to what? Find the partial fraction of this expression. We need to find the factor. We have to factorize this expression. This expression, we need to factorize it. How are we going to do that? We know that x squared is having a constant of a value coefficient of 1 and 6. And 6 is on this side, then we have coefficient of 1. 1 times that 6 becomes 6. So our main target here is that we need to find a value that when we multiply it together is going to give us 6. When we add or subtract is going to give us a value of 5. So we're going to take 3 and 2. So if we say 3 times 2, what is it going to give us? 6. Now 3 plus 2 is going to give us 5, which is this, right? So in that case, we can substitute it into the problem and say we're having 8x plus 19 divided by what? X squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. As you can see, this is still going to give us 5x, right? So what we need to say is that we need to take the factor, we need to kind of group it into brackets because that's what we want. We have x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. So I'll group it this way. So it's equal to 8x plus 119 divided by, I factorize x out and leave x inside, plus 3 Then the next one will be plus 2, open bracket, x plus 3. Because 2 times x will give us 2x, then 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. So what we need to do next is that we need to say 8x plus 19 divided by the factorized value, which is this and this, x plus 2. Then we take one value out of this board bracket, x plus 3. So now once we get something like this, we can now apply the partial fraction, which is we're having a constant a divided by one of these box, which is x plus 2, and we have another one b, then one of these box, right? This one. So you see we are decomposing the problem now. So the next thing we need to do here is to say this full expression, right, is similar, it's equal, right? But for we to simplify it better, we need to find a value of a and b. So instead of using this one on this side, we are going to use this one. So the way we do that is that we look at this denominator here and we multiply through by that same value, so we'll be able to cancel it out. So we say everything here in this box times x plus 2 and x plus 3, right? So in that case, all this goes with this, right? So we can now say that 8x plus 19, because we've already cancelled it, equals, now we can say that x, this goes with this. If we multiply it at the top, we are left with a and x plus 3. So what we need to do is we say we are left with a, open bracket, x plus 3. Likewise, we have plus b. This goes with this. We are left with this and this. So therefore, we say we are having b, open bracket, x plus 2. So therefore, all we just need to do now is 8x plus 19. We need to expand the bracket. So we're having ax plus 3a plus bx plus 2b, right? That's what we have now. So we need to collect like terms. So we're having ax plus bx plus 3a plus 2b. Am I right? So we need to put this down there. So this can be simplified as saying a plus b in bracket times a. And we factorize x. Now we have plus 3a plus 2b. This one doesn't have a what? A x value. So what we need to do is to say what? This 8x is going to go with this. 8x equals to a plus b, right? X, right? Likewise, the second part, which is 19, it doesn't have x, so it has to go with this also because it doesn't have x. They are all constant, plus 2b. And as you can see, this x can cancel this x. So in this case, we are left with 8, open bracket, equal to a plus b, right? And then this last expression, which is 19, equal to 3a plus 2b. So what I want to do is to make a subject formula, so I know the value of a. And after knowing the value of a, we can now solve for b. So to make a subject formula, what I need to do is I say a equals to what? 8 minus b. So I substitute it into 19 equals to 3a, which is 8 minus b plus 2b. That becomes what? 19 equals to 3 times 8 is going to give us 24 minus 3b plus 2b. Am I right? So in that case, I have 19 equals to 24 minus 3b plus 2b is going to give us minus b. So to make b subject formula, I take b to the other side so it becomes positive, and take 19 to the other side so it becomes negative. So I have what? B equals to 24 minus 19, which is equal to what? A value of 5. So therefore, b equals to what? 5. But I also know that a equals to 8 minus b. So if a is equal to 8 minus b, then definitely it's 8 minus 5 equals to 3. So therefore a equals to 3. So we've calculated for a and b. All we just need to do is to put it back into the expression we calculated previously, which is what? A over x plus 2, then b over x plus 3, right? So a over x plus 2 becomes, so we have a over x plus 2, and then b over x plus 3, right? So this becomes what? A is 3, so we put it x plus 2, then plus b now is what? B is having a value of, what's the value of b? 5. So we said 5, right? 5 divided by x plus 3. Now, you know that this is a value for what? The expression, which is 8x plus 19 divided by x squared, right? Plus 5x plus 6, right? So this expression is what we decompose to become this. But you remember that we have 2 previously, which is added at the beginning part. So we have to put that 2 here now. So we have 2 plus 3 over x plus 2 plus 5 over x plus 3. So now this is a full decomposition of what? The whole problem. Hope the concept is clear. If there's any problem, feel free to ask in the comment section and I'll be there to respond. Goodbye.